Hey, what's good, everyone? In today's session, we play some crazy double board bomb pots. And one of them, we hit quads. Alright, let's get it.
I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want.
Today, I go play the 1-2 no limit game at the final table. I buy in for the max $400. I get my chips and head to the table. Starting off the session, I did play a few hands before and chip down a little bit, but there's a $5 straddle under the gun, and I look down at King Deuce of Diamonds. I make the call with a few players, and we go 5 ways to a flop. The flop is a pretty good one, 6-4-10 with 2 diamonds, and I have a king high flush draw. Undergun +1 bets $20, 1 player calls, and when action's on me, I can go either way here. I could raise, but I decided to just make the call being in position. The turn is the 8 of diamonds, hitting my flush. Hey, okay. Under the gun +1 checks, and then seat 9 ships it all in. He has both of us covered, and of course I lose to the obvious ace high flush. But if he really had the nut flush, would he really jam all in here? I don't think so. So I Hollywood for about a minute, trying to seem like I got some real thinking to do. But really though, I'm just counting up how much I'm about to double up, and I want to get a call from the undergun +1. So I eventually flick in my chip and make the call, and then undergun 1 folds, and we go heads up to a river. The river is a 3 of spades, and my opponent shows 5-7 for a straight. I show my flush and we double up. I had $314 total, so good way to begin the session early on. Not too much longer, under the gun raises it to $10, and I look down at pocket jacks and raise it to 30. 2 players call, and then we go 3 ways to a flop. The flop isn't the best. 5-6 king with 2 diamonds, and of course the overcard comes. Always when you have pocket jacks. The small blind leads out and goes all in for $15. C8 folds, and for $15, why not? I call, and we go heads up to a run out. The run out is kinda scary, not gonna lie. But my opponent flips over 9-5 of clubs for bottom 2 pair, and I stack him. This next hand, I look down at king queen offsuit in the small blind. Just about everyone limps in for $2, and I raise it to $15. 5 players make the call, and we go 6 ways to a flop. The flop is 4-9 jack with 2 spades. Not bad. I need a 10 for my gutter straight. I check, and then seat 5 bets out $40. Everyone folds except for me, and we go heads up to a turn. The turn is a 3 of hearts, and I check to him. He surprisingly checks back. After he bet 40 on the flop, and then checks back on the turn, seems like he isn't that strong. Maybe top pair or some straight or flush draw. The river is a 3 of spades, which I actually think this is a great scare card for me. Pairs the board, and I have the king of spades for a blocker. So I bet out $100, trying to represent the flush. He then looks at his cards and mid-clicks it to $200. I pretty quickly fold. He shows ace-10 of spades for a river flush. Nice hand. I guess that river card wasn't a great card for me. Okay, double board bomb pot time. The top board is 6 queen 3 with 2 diamonds, and the bottom board is 8 ace 6 with 2 clubs. I don't have much on the top board, but the bottom board, I flop top set. The player to my right bets $15, and I mid-click it to 30. 3 players call, and we go 4 ways to a turn. The turn on the top board is a 10 of clubs, now giving me 2 pair, and the bottom board is the 9 of hearts, now giving me a straight with 7-10. Okay. I improve on both boards. That's always nice. When action checks to me, I bet out $150, trying to protect both boards from any flush draws. The player to my left goes all in for $250. The player to my right then goes all in as well for less, $183. And I have them both covered. And I snap call. I have everything on the bottom, so I'm really just trying to chop the pot at least. The river on the top board is the last ace in the deck, giving me top set. At first, I was so happy, but I didn't realize it does bring in a straight if someone had king jack. In the bottom board, it rivers the 2 of clubs, now completing any flush draw. Yeah. The player to my right shows King 7 of clubs for the nut flush on the bottom, and King Jack for the nut straight on top. He just nut on me. He got there on both rivers. So sick. So he triples up, and the player to my left shows pocket queens on the top for a flop top set, and queen 9 of clubs on the bottom. So we chopped the side pot. Not gonna lie, this one kinda hurt and put me on full tilt. I thought for sure I was gonna get at least half the pot, but I actually ended up losing a good amount. Moving on, we play another double board bomb pot. The flop on the top board is ace deuce 10 all offsuit, and the bottom board is 4-3-4. I flop quads on the bottom. Yeah, let's go baby. I check and the button bets out $5. I should be raising a little bit here just to build a pot, but I just make the flat call and hope to string some players in since I pretty much have half of it locked up. 2 players call and we go 4 ways to a turn. The turn on the top is the 9 of diamonds, now giving me a straight draw with 7-8, and the turn on the bottom board is a 3 of spades. This time, I lead out for $50 as I really don't want this getting checked through. My plan is to go all in on the river. So again, I'm just trying to build up a pot. 2 players call and we go 3 ways to a river. The river on the top is the 6 of spades, now giving me the nuts on both boards. And the bottom is also a 6, but it doesn't change anything. I go all in for $139 and only 1 player calls. He shows 7-8 as well, so I take down 3/4 of the pot. Quad 4s baby, let's go. Okay, so that table ends up breaking and we move over tables. And what do you know? We play a double board bomb pot. The top board is deuce 10-7 with 2 hearts, and the bottom board is 4-7 queen with 2 diamonds. I have a king high flush draw on top and a set of 4s on the bottom. Welcome to the table. The player to my right bets $15 and I raise it to $50. 2 players make the call and we go 3 ways to a turn. The turn on the top is the ace of hearts, now giving me the nut flush on top, and the bottom board is the 5 of hearts. Action checks to me and I check to the player to my left because I've played with this player before, so I know he's going to bet if he thinks we're weak and being in position. And he does exactly that. He bets out $250. The player to my right folds and I go all in for $319. He makes the quick call and we go heads up to a run out. The river on the top is the 9 of clubs, and the bottom board is another queen, now giving me a full house. I show my hand, and we're good on both boards. Scoop, scoop. Last interesting hand of the night. There's a $5 straddle under the gun, and I look down at pocket 8s. 2 players call, and I raise it to $15. 6 players call, and we go 7 ways to a flop. The flop isn't too bad. 5 deuce jack all off suit. Action checks to me and I bet out $25. 2 players call and we go 3 ways to a turn. The turn is the deuce of spades. I check being out of position and surprisingly both players check back. The river is the king of diamonds and this is where I think I messed up. I lead out for $75 trying to represent a king and honestly just trying to get a jack to fold. 1 player folds and then I get raised to $200. I had enough showdown value with my 8s, and I didn't need to get too cute right there. I just really want to steal the pot. I fold, and just like that, I rack up my chips and call it a night. Alright, just got done with the session. Definitely a roller coaster of a session. Those double board pots, those double board bomb pots, they saved me and then they really got me. So I was in for the game for $400 and out for $293. So just a little over $100, not too bad, but thanks for watching and see you on the river.